the bar, I'm too persistent. Whipping comment, no cast. Get it on my own, no collab. But a bar with me, that's a body bag. Alright, so check it, blood. Sometimes people don't request or don't have any more requests to go off of, so I basically just react to whatever I want. You know what I mean, blood? Today, right now, we've got most dangerous places in the world, fam. You know what I mean? This is the most dangerous places in the world, but this is based on just natural mother nature, blood. You know what I mean? Then after that, I'm gonna tap into the most dangerous cities in the world, and that's just based on the people, fam. You know what I'm saying? So we got mother nature causing havoc and wreaking havoc, then we got the human beings, fam, wreaking and causing havoc, fam. You know what I'm saying, blood? So I thought I'd do a little contrasting type of thing, blood. Let's get into it, blood. You know what I mean, blood? Shout out to Spotlight, fam. You know what I'm saying? And let's get into it.
There are many beautiful places on our planet that everyone dreams of, but there are also places that can kill you if you treat them disrespectful.
That's also a fact.
And today you will see 10
human beings sometimes can be very dumb, fam.
places that can kill you if you treat them disrespectful. And today you will see 10 of the most dangerous places on the earth.
I feel you.
Number 1. Death Valley, USA.
Oh yeah, we all know this one.
This stunning desert holds the record for the highest temperature ever recorded on our planet. 134 degrees Fahrenheit, 56.7 Celsius. The air temperature during the summer has been as high as 57 degrees Celsius. No matter how tough you are, the blazing sun and searing heat of Death Valley will make you exhausted very quickly. Without water, you can live here for only 14 hours. Also, there are a lot of dangerous animals as well, so never place your hands or feet where you cannot see first. Rattlesnakes, scorpions, or black widow spiders may be sheltered there. The extreme heat of Death Valley has killed people in the past. It will continue to kill those who do not honor this extreme climate. Death Valley does not forgive those who are not careful.
And the thing, I don't know but what it is with humans, if they're just dumb, if it's a pride thing, like, oh, this thing can't conquer me, blah, blah, blah. So they just take these dumbass risks and that, fam. But you might just need to just know what you're capable of at the end of the day, fam. You know what I'm saying? By the time you're a respectable age, you should know your pros and cons. You should know your advantages and disadvantages and, you know, say things that you can do and can't do, fam. And if you can't do something, don't try to force yourself and make yourself believe. Because that's the thing, blood. Human beings trick themselves a lot of the time, fam, with certain things that they can and cannot do, fam. You get me? At the end of the day, you do you, innit? But just actually think about certain things once, twice, 3 times before you go do something. Especially if it's like living in Death Valley for like a month for YouTube or something, fam. You know what I mean, blood? All these dumbass TikTok challenges that kids end up be doing, blood. Even adults, even. You might be moving mad, man. Honestly.
Number 2. The Danakil Desert, Eritrea. The area is located in the
Eritrea.
Number 2. The Danakil Desert, Eritrea.
Eritrea, blood.
The area is located in the Afar region of northeast Ethiopia, near the border with Eritrea. The climate here can only be described as cruel, but against all odds, people do live here. The Afar people call it their home. Known as the gateway to hell, the Danakil Depression in Ethiopia is incredibly hot and one of the most alien places on Earth. The hot and dry climate means that few plants or animals can survive there. There are also a lot of salty poison pools that have a great percent of carbon dioxide in them. Because carbon dioxide is heavier than normal air, it sinks to the ground. So when small creatures like birds breathe the area just above the lake, they suffocate. Most people would probably consider this terrible place a literal hell on earth. But it still attracts lots of brave adventurers from all around the world. Just keep in mind that visiting the Danakil Desert on your own, without an experienced guide, is strictly forbidden. Number 3. Mount Washington, USA. Known as the most dangerous small mountain in the world, 6,288-foot Mount Washington boasts some scary stats.
I was about to say 6,288 people lost their lives, bro. I was about to say, yeah.
The highest wind velocity ever recorded at any surface weather station, 231 miles per hour, was logged here on April 12, 1934.
But sometimes walking down the road, fam, when it's bare windy and that, fam, and you have to like kind of force yourself to go up there, but you're talking about 200 miles per, 150 miles per. Yeah, I love it, man. Sometimes when you're just regularly walking down the road at night time and it's bare windy, you're struggling to walk up the road and that, and these men expect me to. Yeah, I love it.
and 137 fatalities have occurred since 1849.
How many?
No more. And 137 fatalities have occurred since 1849. No surprise, most are due to hypothermia, and not only in winter. The summit of Mount Washington holds the world record for the fastest winds on the surface of the Earth. The highest recorded speed here is 203 miles per hour, 327 kilometers per hour. The strong winds, however, are not the only concern in the area. The freezing temperatures that can drop as low as -40 degrees and continuous heavy snowfalls make Mount Washington a very dangerous place. Despite the modest height, 6,288 feet, Mount Washington is one of the world's deadliest peaks. The loads that the human body experiences at the top of it can be compared to the ones it would experience on the peak of Mount Everest. Number 4. Singabong Volcano, Indonesia. This is an active volcano situated on the Indonesian island of Sumatra. Eruptions occur here very frequently, often leaving
about this in geography in school, fam. No,
thousands of people without shelter or livelihood. The nearby towns and villages have been completely covered in lava and ash several times already.
bro, imagine just chilling one day, looking up, fam, and your whole livelihood just gets murked, fam, for no reason whatsoever, just unprovoked, fam. Just Mother Nature just doing its thing. Like Mother Nature has its period like once a month, and it just does a mad thing, and you're just in the firing line, fam. Yeah, it's crazy for certain man living in this world, man. You know what I'm saying?
In 2010, 2013, 2014, and 2015. The latest explosion occurred February 27, 2016. That eruption ejected a deadly cloud of volcanic gas, stone, and ash to a height of 2,500 meters, and no one knows what will happen there tomorrow. There are nearly 130 volcanoes in Indonesia.
Look at how close they are to that. And they never know when it's gonna happen. Obviously, they'll have them. I forgot what they call them. They'll have the I forgot what they're called. The name. People that study like earthquakes and that and try and monitor it. Obviously, they can, but they can only do so much, fam. You know what I'm saying? Just like the weather people, might give you an estimate, say, oh, it might rain, it might not, 100%, 90%, 50%, but at the end of the day, they don't know for definite, fam. So anything can just happen at any given time. Bro. That's mad, bro. Just imagine living your life like that, fam. People that live near the coast, fam, near volcanoes, blood, near massive oceans and that, fam, like, bro, just anything can happen at any time, fam. You know what I'm saying? Floods happening all the time, fam. You know what I'm saying? You know, Hurricane Katrina, Hurricane Tasha, Hurricane, you know what I'm saying, Moesha, blood, like, it's all mad, man. It's all
Due
mad.
to the country's geographic position on the so-called Ring of Fire, a belt of tectonic plates circling the Pacific Ocean, with frequent seismic activities, 3 volcanoes in Indonesia are currently active. Number 5. Ilha de Quimita Grande, Snake Island, Brazil. Hidden somewhere off the coast of Brazil, this island is widely recognized as the most dangerous place on Earth. The reason for this is quite simple. This place...
Why are you showing us that, blood? That's like someone eating some food and then just opening their mouth and showing, like, we didn't need to see that, but that was a rat or mouse in man's mouth.
Is full of one of the most venomous snakes in the world, Bothrops. The mysterious island is known
Actually looks cool though, but if I was a snake, I'm being that snake, fam.
as Ilha de Quimita Grande, and it is in
No, like not a snake, like an actual, like not a snake like betraying friends and stab people in the back, like not that kind of snake, like an actual snake, fam. I would be that snake, fam. Just have to clear that up, fam. You know what I'm saying? We always keep the loyalty 10 toes over here. You know what
The
I'm
mysterious island is known as Ilha de Quimita Grande, and it is in fact so dangerous to set foot there that Brazil has made it illegal for anyone to visit. The danger on the island comes in the form of the golden lancehead snakes, a species of pit viper and one of the deadliest serpents in the world. Snake Island is uninhabited.
Yo, if I'm ever somewhere, blood, and I see this, bro, I think I'm gonna just give up, man. I'm gonna just give up. I'm gonna just fall back. I'm gonna just lay there like that and just fall back like this, blood. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah. At that point, blood, just give up, fam. Yeah, man. Take me, fam. You know what I'm saying? Take me down, blood. And hopefully I'm going to heaven, fam. You know what I mean? Like, I just give up.
The danger on the island comes in the form of the golden lancehead snakes, a species of pit viper and one of the deadliest serpents in the world. Snake Island is uninhabited, but people used to live there for a short period up until the late 1920s, when, according to legend, the local lighthouse keeper and his family were killed by vipers that slithered in through the windows. Today, the Navy periodically visits the lighthouse for upkeep and makes sure no adventurers are wandering too close to the island. Number 6. Madrid National Park, Bolivia. Madrid National
A national park is one of the most dangerous places in the world. The whole point of a national park is to limit that. Unless this is a park where there's not too many barriers and they just basically kind of like just leave the habitat like untouched by humans, kind of, if you know what I mean. But you can go there to see the wildlife if you want to, but just at a certain, but they have like certain procedures in place and that, fam, to do it at a safe kind of way, you know what I mean?
Park is located in the upper Amazon River basin of northern Bolivia, close to the borders of Peru and Brazil. Due to its status as a protected conservation area, as well as its unique natural topography, Madrid contains a particularly diverse array of plant and animal wildlife, even compared to other parts of the Amazon. At first sight, this place looks very picturesque, but it's actually very dangerous, because it's home to the most poisonous and aggressive fauna in the world. Contact with any of the plants growing in this park can cause severe itching, rash, and dizziness. Any cut or even a small wound can become infected with tropical parasites. Visitors will also get a chance to experience wild animals such as snakes, jaguars, and bears, all of which prey on humans.
Yo, we don't need to see your toes, big man, bro.
Wild pigs are among the worst, known to literally tear human visitors apart, leaving them strewn across the park floor in pieces. Number 7.
Man said some horror movie type ish, blood. And to them, man, I'm just on the floor with just one hand trying to, you know what I'm saying, trying to soldier crawl, blood, to little safety and that, fam. Your life's gone, fam. I can't lie to you. The Marshall Islands. Man said Marshall mothers be right in the middle of this spitting that hot flames and that, and it, you know what I'm saying, makes it inhabit all these mad urban animals and that, fam. You know what I'm saying? Eminem has been to this island at least once a month, fam. You know what I'm saying, blood? To keep it the way it is, fam. The Marshall Islands.
Bikini Atoll, the Marshall Islands. The Marshall Islands, located in the boundless Pacific.
You just see him in the middle, palms are sweaty, mom's spaghetti. You know what I'm saying? Apparently he's opening a restaurant as well, fam. You know what I'm saying, blood? But he's just that vile, blood, and just that cold and that fire, fam, that no one harms him, blood. But he just attracts all this absolute dangerous species and that, fam. That's his island, fam. The Marshall Mothers Island. That's what they should put the mothers there.
Have long been popular with the followers of the recreation in the exotic places. The archipelago of the Bikini Atoll is considered an incredibly dangerous recreation site. Lost somewhere in the ocean, this island looks like a paradise, doesn't it? But Bikini Atoll was actually home to numerous nuclear testing programs that turned the picturesque island of Bikini into a radioactive wasteland.
Imagine this happens to you, blood, while you're in that exact shit.
Paradise, doesn't it? But Bikini Atoll was actually home to numerous...
Imagine this happens to you, you're in that shit, blood. You're right there, blood, right there, fam. Just, bruv, I don't know what I'll do, fam. I don't know what I'll do, fam. I'm telling you, the ocean is probably one of the scariest thoughts, but like volcano, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Little river, you know what I'm saying, blood, like a mountain and that, fam. But like the deepest and darkest type of crevices and the ocean, blood, like just thinking of that, just trying to fathom it, blood. Yeah, that one, I can't lie to you, it gets me shook a bit. It gets me shook a bit, fam.
Numerous nuclear testing programs that turned the picturesque island of Bikini into a radioactive wasteland. The inhabitants were forced to abandon their homes, and even today this remains hazardous for living organisms. The abnormally high level of radiation recorded here can cause cancer. During certain period, the atoll has experienced more than 65 experiments. After the beginning of the military experiments, the local residents were repeatedly evacuated to the other islands. Number 8.
I thought that was a rock, fam. Oh my day, bro. There's actually no way you're escaping from this right here. I don't care who human, any knife, blood, any Rambo, any cutlass, fam, any bullet, blood. You know what I'm saying, bro? You're not surviving, fam. You could have incendiary rounds. You're not surviving this, fam. You're getting torn apart. You look how rough this guy is, fam. Jagged edges to...
Number 8. Elephant Kingdom in Chonburi, Thailand. In Elephant Kingdom, Thailand, at a crocodile farm, the owner leases out a small semi-closed raft space for tourists to come visit, see, and...
Raft, fam. That's not a raft.
The owner
blood.
leases out a small...
That is not a raft. That's a bunch of cardboard and some fishing net, blood. That is not a raft, fam. I don't know what that is, blood, but you man better be careful, fam.
Small semi-closed raft space for tourists to come visit, see and feed crocodiles. The raft is a thin wooden, one balanced on plastic barrels, and has net enclosure halfway around it. The shack has a roof too. The people get inside the enclosure and are given fishing rods to feed the crocs. They use beef or meat pieces attached to the rods and dangle the rods before the crocodiles. The reptiles then jump out of the water to catch the meat and their food. There are tourists who also tease the crocs by dangling the meat in front of them and then pulling it up as the hungry animals reach for it. You can imagine if one of the tourists accidentally slips or pushes inside.
Exactly, fam. They're done out, fam. These crocodiles are like... A crocodile is like a piranha times a million, fam. You know what I'm saying? But in terms of body mass, strength, all of that, fam, it's like a piranha times a million. So imagine getting yammed by imagine by crocodiles, fam. Just one of them, just two of them, fam, doing the mad thing to you, fam. Oh my days, you man, blood. Yeah, you man just be messing with the wrong things because you think you're safe, blood. You know what I'm saying? These men are acting like internet warriors. They think they're safe, blood, so they're doing anything. But as soon as you go into that territory, fam, oh my days, blood, in the pick of a finger, fam, you're gone, blood. Eyes over there, your big toes already down the stream over there, your ball sack is floating back to your girlfriend, blood, who's on the shore crying. Like, yeah, it's all on my team.
A wooden boat can break down.
It's all on my team. Like, that barrier needs to be
Number
higher,
9.
fam. Like,
Lake Natron, Tanzania. Located in East Africa, the United Republic of Tanzania is home to many natural wonders, among which is the eerie Lake Natron. It got its name due to the mixture of salt and minerals called natron, which are revealed when the water's level decreases. Natron is a compound that occurs naturally, comes from volcanic ash, and mainly consists of sodium bicarbonate and sodium carbonate. Here are some photos of what this place is capable of. No one really knows how these animals die. On theory, expressed by photographer Nick Brandt, is that the reflective nature of the surface of the water is confusing to the birds who crash into the lake. The extreme sodium bicarbonate content preserved them perfectly, making them look like statues.
That's mad.
Number 2.
Imagine going out like that, blood. That is ridiculous, blood. Imagine going out like that.
On theory, expressed by photographer Nick Brandt, is that the reflective nature of the surface of the water is confusing to the birds who crash into the lake. The extreme sodium bicarbonate content preserved them perfectly, making them look like statues. Number 10. Bermuda Triangle, North Atlantic. One of the most feared areas in the world, the Bermuda Triangle is a vaguely defined expanse of the Atlantic Ocean, triangulated between Puerto Rico, Florida, and Bermuda. For decades, the area has been associated with a number of allegedly mysterious disappearances that have been credited to everything from magnetic force to aliens. While most of these cases have been explained rationally, some of them remain unexplained. Reports of unexplained occurrences in the region date to the mid-19th century. Some ships were discovered completely abandoned for no apparent reason. Others transmitted no distress signals and were never seen or heard from again. Aircraft have been reported and then vanished, and rescue missions are said to have vanished while flying in the area. However, wreckage has not been found, and some of the theories advanced to explain the repeated mysteries have been fanciful. Although theories of supernatural causes for these disappearances abound, geophysical and environmental factors are most likely.
And some dumbass human's gonna be like, I want a thrill. I'm a pilot, blood. I've been doing this for 20 years. I want to take on the task of Bermuda Triangle. Bro, go and die then. You know what I'm saying, blood? You know what I'm saying, blood? I'll go put a shovel there for you, blood, so you can literally just bury yourself, fam. You know what I'm saying, blood? People that are just out here looking for a thrill and mess with things like this, fam. You and I dumb.
These disappearances abound. Geophysical and environmental factors are most likely responsible. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to our channel to see more exciting videos.
Alright, shout out Spotlight. As I said, brother, I'm gonna react to this one next from right here, blood. The most dangerous cities, blood. And yeah, I'll catch you man in the next one. It's your boy manlykenjies and I'm out here, fam. In the big people. Bar after bar after bar after bar after bar. I'm too persistent. Whip in comment, no cast. Get it on my own, no collab. But if a bar with me, that's a body bag. Your mans want smoke, then he leaves with a toe tag. Whole squad hit with a double mag Glock. Got left in the street and the body's getting chucked. Bullets with names and your shit's getting popped. Better be with me and the bag's getting cocked. Still gotta chase the bag, humble. Ain't gotta brag in the league on my own, and my stats getting flagged. Hit me for the feet, got verses in stats, come through like the queen, gotta pay that tax. Premium sir.